Okay, so if you're a solopreneur or a small business owner, I get it. The whole promise of AI can feel, well, a little overwhelming and honestly really expensive. So today, we're going to put together a real practical playbook for how to invest in AI. We are not talking about massive enterprise level budgets here. We're going to focus on smart, strategic spending that gets you a huge return without emptying your bank account. So let's just start with a really direct question because it gets right to the heart of the whole problem. Are you wasting money on your AI and software subscriptions right now? If you kind of feel that little knot in your stomach, you are definitely not alone. It's such a common issue that there's actually a specific number tied to it. Get this, $1,968. That is the average amount small businesses are overspending every single year on software they barely even use. We're talking about tools where maybe 20% of the features ever get touched. This isn't just a tiny leak, it's a huge drain on your cash that could be funding your marketing, your growth, or, your next big idea. Now, let's be super clear about something. This overspending, it is not your fault. The software industry has basically perfected this kind of designed trap that just pulls you right in. It's all built on shiny demos, signing up when you're feeling inspired, and a whole lot of confusion. And there are three key patterns that almost everyone falls for. First up, you've got the just-in-case stack. This is where you have one tool for writing social media posts, another one for generating images, and maybe a third one for taking notes. And before you know it, you look up and you're paying for 5 different things that, let's be honest, one really good tool could probably handle. Second, the per-seat trap. Ugh, this one gets everybody. It looks super cheap at $15 a month, but then you add 2 team members and bam, you're suddenly paying triple for the exact same features. And finally, my personal favorite, paying for capabilities you never unlock. Buying that pro plan you swear you're going to grow into but never actually do. And believe it or not, it actually gets worse. Beyond just the subscription fee, we have what I call the hidden cost crisis. See, that sticker price you see on the website, it's almost never the real total price you end up paying to actually make a tool useful. The true cost is buried in your time, your frustration, and a bunch of extra fees. This just puts it into perfect perspective. Let's just do the math here. Let's say your time is worth $50 an hour. A complex tool that takes you 20 hours just to set up and learn has already cost you $1,000 before it's even produced a single thing. That affordable tool just became a major investment. This this just illustrates the crisis perfectly. Above the water, you see the tip of the iceberg, right? The advertised price, $19 a month. Looks great. But below the surface, that's where the real costs are hiding. You need a $20 Zapier subscription just to connect it to your other apps. You end up spending hours editing its kind of low-quality output, and you're constantly hitting your usage limits, which forces you into an expensive upgrade. Your $19 tool is now a $60 plus headache. So how in the world do we fix this? Well, it takes a complete mindset shift. We have to totally flip the script. We have to stop asking, how much does this tool cost? And we need to start asking, how much time or money is this tool going to save me? This right here is the ROI first mindset, and it is the only way to make truly smart decisions about AI. And look, calculating ROI sounds all complicated and businessy, but it's really not. It's a simple 5-step process you can see right here. You just identify the task, figure out what it cost you before and after you got the tool, and please remember to include the value of your time in that cost. The net gain is your immediate savings, but the real magic, the magic happens in step 5. When you annualize that return, you see the full, powerful impact it has on your business. And when you actually start thinking this way, the results are, they're kind of incredible. That AI writing tool that saves you 5 hours a week? Yeah, that can easily deliver a 10x return on what you paid for it. A customer service chatbot that handles all the common questions 24/7? That's a staggering 12x ROI. Even a simple AI accounting tool can give you a 6x return just by getting rid of hours of manual data entry. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's get practical. Let's roll up our sleeves and see how this all builds into an actual, actionable toolkit. I'm going to show you some smart AI stacks you can build for under $50 a month, putting that ROI mindset directly into practice. The best place to start? You heard me right, $0. Before you spend a single cent, you should absolutely exhaust all the powerful free tools that are out there.
This isn't about being cheap. It's about being strategic and figuring out what you actually need.
And just look at the incredible power you can get for free these days. It's actually kind of mind-blowing. You've got ChatGPT for writing and brainstorming, Canva for professional-looking designs, HubSpot for a genuinely powerful CRM, and Notion for organizing all your projects. I'm serious, you can run a legit, modern business on this stack alone without spending a dime. So, when do you finally pull out your credit card? The rule is super simple. Upgrade the tool whose free limit you are hitting weekly, not just once in a while. This makes sure you're spending money to remove your biggest, most consistent pain point first. And for most people, that first spend is going to be right around $20. And the most efficient use of that first $20 is almost always ChatGPT Plus. Why? Because it's unbelievably versatile. It's not just a writing tool. It's your research assistant, your data analyst, your social media caption writer, and it can even generate images. It basically replaces that entire just-in-case stack we talked about at the beginning. Okay, now let's build this all out into a complete professional toolkit for under $50, covering all of your core business needs. And here it is, the whole shebang. For just $48 a month, you get the powerhouse that is ChatGPT Plus, all the design and branding power of Canva Pro, and a starter email marketing plan with MailChimp. You combine these with the best free tools for your CRM and project management, and what you have is a lean, powerful, and totally affordable system. But here's the thing, and this is probably the most important part of this entire playbook. The ultimate force multiplier in AI, it isn't buying a more expensive tool. It's developing a more valuable skill, knowing how to talk to the tools you already have. I want you to really let this sink in. The quality of your AI output has way less to do with the tool's price tag and far more to do with the quality of your prompt. It means that you, with excellent prompting skills, can make a budget tool outperform a premium one every single time. Your skill is the variable that matters most, period. And look, you don't need to be some kind of prompt engineer with a fancy title. Just follow this simple 3-part structure. First, give the AI a role and some context. Tell it who it is and who it's talking to. Second, give it a very specific task. And third, provide a clear format instruction for how you want the output to look. I promise you, this simple habit will dramatically improve your results overnight. So as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with this one question to think about. After everything we've looked at today, where is your biggest opportunity for growth? Is it really in searching for the next shiny tool to subscribe to? Or is it in mastering your next prompt and unlocking the full power of the affordable tools you already have? The businesses that are getting those 10x returns aren't the ones with the biggest software budgets. They're the ones who treat AI proficiency as a core business skill. And that's the playbook.